missing Odegaard for a few months.
Yeah, but you say Eze of course Eze deserves a chance, but at the same time, like you said, Eze came on, and he's the same as what Odegaard's doing. So what's the difference?
Has it crossed your mind if they don't win it this year?
Of course it does. What do you think my head was in my hands when the camera was on me for?
To be fair, Patrick before the game said now or never. You know, even just a few Arsenal fans, obviously not the same sort of stature as Patrick, are saying, to be fair, if we don't win it this year, we'll never win it.
I don't believe that.
You can't
No,
say
right.
that.
I'm sorry. I know that's just a statement, but my point is that is the feeling. If you don't win it now, it's almost like...
Yeah, but Gary, you're kind of like forgetting the fact that we've tried for the last 3 years. This anxiousness is what's going to happen.
Well, the other teams are in a different place now, right?
Yeah, in a different. I'm not interested.
Liverpool are out of it.
I'm not interested with Liverpool or City at the moment because we are in the. We're in that. No, I'm not interested.
But you can't not win it this year.
It's in our hands to do it.
Yeah, but you can't not win it this year. Do you agree with that?
What do you mean we can't not win it?
You can't not. You have to win the league this year. You must agree with that. That's not putting pressure on you, by the way.
It is putting pressure on us.
No.
Talking about we can't not win it. Did you see how we played the other day? If something don't change, that's something that you have to worry about.
No, Arsenal Football Club, one of the greatest clubs in this country and in Europe, and you basically got to get back to winning titles. You haven't won one for 20 years, and it's there in front of you. You must have a mentality of, we have to win this league this year. You have to.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm hoping they've got that mentality.
No, not hope.
Yeah, but you're hoping because we've just seen a result where it looks like, mistakes. You know, we're losing a game. Obviously, it's against United. It's a big game for Arsenal United, but they've lost the game that would have been a brilliant marker if you won that game and moved on again.
Righty, were you surprised at the Nottingham Forest game? Because, you know, when City dropped points, I thought they were going to go to Forest. As a player, you're like, they've dropped points, I'm going to Forest. No,
are they making sure they're not losing?
I was like, go and do it 3-0.
This is what people are saying as well, Jill, is that, you know, the way our manager is that he's worried about going to win than just like trying not to lose. And I don't think you win anything in that.
Right,
game.
honestly, people might say I'm applying pressure to Arsenal. Absolutely not. You know, everybody hopes to win the title. Everybody wants.
Gary, wait a minute, Gary. Right
everybody hopes. Everybody
at the start of this, when we started the season, I remember you saying, "Oh, it's Arsenal's to win." After like 8 games, it's Arsenal's to win if Arsenal lose from here. After 8 games. Gary was saying that to me.
Everybody wants to win the title. Everybody hopes to win the title. Arsenal need to win the title this year. They need to win it this year. This is their year. City are dropped. Liverpool have gone. This is it. The door's open. Don't start sort of like being half-hearted.
I'm not being half-hearted.
You are a little bit.
I'm not being half-hearted. I'm trying to explain where they are in their heads at the moment.
What I'm saying is not applying pressure. It's expectation levels of a football club like Arsenal.
Yeah.
I put them up here. I put them right up here, Arsenal.
I'm trying to make the last step, Gary.
He's nervous, Gary. He's nervous.
No, you're not trying. You've got to make the last step.
We're trying to make the last step. You want me to say that then? That's what we're trying to do. We've done it for the last 3 years, Gary. We're trying, and we're in a position now, Roy. You guys know because we're at that stage of the season where the pressure kicks in. Of course, I think we'll do it. But the fact is, it's not going to be easy. It's part of the journey. That's all I'm saying.
Right, I absolutely agree. Never easy. But my point is, the language coming out of the club, the language coming out of the fan base should be, look, yeah, I get it. We've lost games. We're going to lose games in the season. But this is it. We're winning it this year, and we're going to get through this.
Asking a lot of our fan base as well. They've seen it for the last 3 years.
I know.
So you've got to expect. Even me sitting there with my hands in my... They feel like that as well. They still want to be positive about what's going on, but they're afraid. It's up to the players to make us realise it's going to happen.
That's the word.
I think Aston Villa.
They're scared. This could be the 4th time. That's what they're afraid of. You can't expect the fans to not feel like that. It's up to the players to ease that.
My last statement on this is it feels a little bit unthinkable for Arsenal not to win it, I'll be honest with you. It feels a little bit unthinkable in terms of the impact that might have. But I'm not even going to mention his comment that they're going to be the worst team ever to win the title. I mean, that's...
Man United team that won with... If we win it with more than 77 points like you got won it. Like, fuck's sake, Scholes. Is that my mate there? Reading it's my mate.
He's just shooting from the hip. He's just...
I meant to say most boring. I meant to say most boring team, not worst team, sorry.
There you go, correction. Put him on record.
It will be boring.
I'll take boring.
It don't matter how you do it,
I'll take boring and win. I'm very excited because, again... Like you say, I believe, yes, we do have to win it because we
Thank you.
Right? We do have to win it.
That's the only
and I'm confident enough that we will do it.
I agree.
I'm confident.
Gabby, you have to mention how good United was.
Oh, no, God, Jill, of course we're coming on to that. I mean, that's really clear.
Jesus. Have you seen how much we talk about Man United when they haven't done anything?
All your bit will be edited out now.
Yeah.
That Arsenal bit will end up being about 3 minutes. So, Manchester United.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like it was, you know what? It was one. It was. God, it just felt a bit deflated there because with the way we played in the game and the mistakes we were making in the game, we started to think like, you know what? This is one of those. If we get something, I'll be happy to get something. You know what I mean?
Draw, yeah, to even take the
right,
draw,
because
yeah.
like what we've seemed to have lost recently is the intensity, is the control. But like, then when you saw Man United, he just kept bringing like the players. He just went again. Like even when he brought Cunha, they just went. They kept coming forward. They kept coming at us, and I think that kind of threw us a little bit. And then when they scored the 2-2, then the 3-2, then I started to think, like all the other fans, you just started to feel, you know what, this is my worst night. This is the worst thing I was expecting, and it's happened. But then you listen to Mikel talking to the guys, and I say there was mistakes in the game, but it was sloppy. It was a little bit like, hang on a minute, everybody needs to have a refresher because we're playing poorly. Yeah. You know what I mean? This is not what got us to where we are.
When did you think in the game because I thought first 25 minutes you weren't playing poorly.
No. But
I thought it was after you scored. There
was a nervousness.
That's what I'm saying. And this is what, again, this is what you can feel in the stadium. I remember even back to Wolves. When we played Wolves, we beaten Wolves 1-0. Wolves came back, they scored. You could feel it before Wolves scored. Something happened. So what's happened? People were saying about the crowd and this. I said, I'm not really fussed about the crowd. And you know what else I'm annoyed about? People saying, yeah, but let's just stay calm. No. It's like someone telling you to stay calm when you're ready to go.
It's too
right?
late then, yeah.
No, we don't. We need to double down on the fact that, like, Mikel's had this conversation with the boys. He said it was a great meeting, what he had with them. He wants to let them off the leash. He wants them to enjoy what they're doing. I hope that works because something has to change. Something has to change with what we're doing because if we carry on playing like that, you can see that teams can see the flood in the water, Roy.
Yeah, when you look back at the Forest game and even the Liverpool game,
yes.
you can have an off day, but it's been
But you see
3 or 4 now.
Well, it's been 3 or 4. And the thing with those 2 games, right, Gal, if we win those 2 games, which I think we could have in the game, I remember Declan coming off for the Nottingham Forest and you could see he was raging, he was very angry.
Yeah.
Because you need to get those wins, Gal, and you all know, you all know. So then if you do have this kind of performance, you can think, okay, let's put that down to, listen, that's just a one-off. We need to regroup because we're in the stage of the season where the test is coming. Like I say, everybody's waiting to play. Right, let's see what Arsenal are about for the next game. So Leeds is going to be a big game for us.
Well, what needs to change, though, do you think, Wright?
Well, you know, the thing is that what we was doing at the start of the season, the intensity, the getting the ball forward quicker. We don't seem to be able to we're not getting the ball forward as quick as we can.
I still thought the first part of the season, though, was a little bit...
Yeah, but we was getting away with it. But then the thing with
getting away with it, yeah.
We were getting away with it, but I think it was working for us. Obviously, the set pieces have come in and, you know, they have helped us. And the fact that we're not scoring enough goals, when you look at the people who are scoring at the moment, we ain't got too many people scoring. What's going on? That helped as well. But you're not going to be able to continue to depend on that.
Can they change, Wrighty? Because you're talking about change there in terms of playing the ball forward quicker. But they do recycle it more and they do control games when they recycle it and they sustain attacks and it's really good when you watch them, but then they don't have enough risk takers.
Well, this is what we need.
So I thought, what do you think of the substitutions? Because I thought when United went 2-1 up, I immediately thought Madueke, Martinelli and Eze. Yeah. Just thought the spontaneity, the players who've got a little bit of unpredictability come on. But he actually sort of brought 4 subs on, but he brought Ben White and Mourinho on with Gyökeres and then just one of them.
Can I tell you what really made me feel like, okay, because our left side, you know, especially when Ben White was on and then he changed.
He took
brought the left back off, yes.
That's it. He took Nketiah off.
Zubimendi.
Right, but like what I'm saying is...
Odegaard for Eze as well, no?
Yes, but what I'm saying is the substitution I wanted to see, and I'm not just saying is like a left footer, like a Miles Lewis-Skelly on that side to get that left side working. The thing is, we're talking about someone like Eze. Now, Eze's coming in now, and now we're saying, well, Eze, do your thing, what you do at Palace. Eze needs to be played and just be free to play.
Rhythm, he needs to get a bit of rhythm to his...
So he's talking now, this is what I'm saying.
I don't think he's going to get that.
Yeah, but listening to what the manager's saying about enjoyment and letting people go and express yourself. And
he comes from that Pep school of methodology over what would be being the maverick. Because when I look at Pep's teams and what he did with Grealish, and when I see what Mikel does, you've got to admire how would they put that system into the players. But they do want the methodology and the process of how you play to be followed over the individual sort of like...
Well, you say what's got to change to a certain extent for him.
Can he change that?
Well, if you've got someone like Eze, right? If you've got someone like Eze who plays with freedom, he has to play where he can, like the goals what Cunha scored and even the goal what Dorgu scored, 2 great goals, but they were in positions where that's where you want to see someone like Eze getting into it because he can do that.